Val Mandeleev was the CEO of SPI, the parent company of Stoli Group USA. He published an open letter expressing his outrage regarding the discrimination of gays and lesbians in Russia. He promised to support effective initiatives to fight against prejudice in Russia. It was important to Stoli executives to educate the public about the origins of its vodka products.
Ever since its inception, it's been a tale of two countries, a tale of Russia and Latvia. You heard Dan Savage talk about that because it's been a little bit confusing because not only did the Soviet Union break up, but the laws changed. So when you look at here, years ago, Latvia was part of the Soviet Union. So Stoli has always distilled its raw alcohol in the wheat fields of Russia. Okay, the Tambov region of Russia, which you can see down here in the corner, that's where the richest, most dark, fertile soil is that makes great grain. Great grain, so you can distill raw alcohol. So we've got a big production facility there. We're actually farmers. We don't own all our farms, but we're totally vertically integrated. So distill the raw alcohol. And then it was always shipped to Latvia. Latvia being on the sea, a great port for exporting. It was always shipped to Latvia, then bottled there. And then it would go out to market. So what Dan Savage said was true. It used to be shipped actually fully vodka. So how you get vodka is you ferment the grain, you distill it, and you have raw spirit that's more than 80 proof. And then you have to blend it with water. Then you blend it and filter it and bottle it. The Russian laws changed, and I think it's 2010, that you could no longer export vodka. So what now we export, starting in 2010, we actually only just export raw spirit. So it technically does not become vodka till it hits Latvia. Now, it's a lot too much information for you in terms of distilling, but the laws changed. And so we took our labels that used to say Russian vodka and to change them in 2010 to say premium vodka because we started being a Latvian brand. So, when you talk about this tale of two countries, this was way before the crisis, but we had changed, technically we were EU. Stoli is a global brand. We're imported and sold in over 174 countries. We have over 2,000 employees, and we actually own 1,200 acres of land to grow our wheat.
Stoli sent out strong messages showing its support of the LGBT community. Lori summarized Stoli's response to the crisis.
I think what's great about John Esposito, who's an incredible leader, he started Stoli USA after coming out of retirement and leading Bacardi, so many, many years of experience in the industry. And he didn't want to just send out press releases. Engaged, he talked to key bar owners because the LGBT community, the bars are meeting places. When you think about the LGBT movement in New York, Stonewall, which is a bar, was the pivotal location. So bars in the community are very linked. That's why this actually had a lot of saliency. Initially Dan Savage was going to try to boycott the Olympics. And that was just too big a thing to boycott. But boycotting Russian vodka kind of really resonated with the community. So John personally, talked to key accounts. He tried actually to get Dan Savage on the phone that would not talk to him. We also attended meetings. We attended some town hall meetings. I went with him, Queer Nation was doing a community rally. And we got to the rally. It wasn't a rally, it was more of an open kind of forum. And we got to the check-in and they knew who we were. And it was like we were on a most wanted list. And he said, well, you can attend, but you can't speak. So we attended, we listened, and afterwards, people came up to us and said, I really support Stoli.